Hello students, in today's lecture we will talk about the Thevenin theorem, which was proposed by Leon Charles Thevenin. And according to this theorem, any two-terminal network containing energy sources and impedances can be replaced by an equivalent network consisting only one energy sources and one impedance connected in series with energy sources. It means that suppose there is a two terminal networks in which there is a energy sources. Here there is a voltage source E and there is a current source is I, and there are many resistances R1, R2, R3 are the resistance in this network. Then this network can be replaced by an equivalent network in which there is only one voltage source, that is energy source ETH here, and there is only one resistance which is RTH, and this RTH is connected in the series with this voltage source. And this is the statement of the Thevenin theorem. To prove this theorem, let us consider a two-terminal network. Let's prove this one. Let us consider a circuit or two-terminal networks. This is voltage source, that is V, and this is resistance R1, this is R2, and this is R3. Simpler circuit. To prove the Thevenin theorem, this is load resistance RL, this terminal is A and this terminal is B, and this circuit shaded area, this one, can be replaced by an equivalent, this one can be replaced by an equivalent network containing only one voltage source and one resistance, that is, this is RTH and this is VTH, and here this is terminal A and this is terminal B, and this is load resistance. Okay, suppose the current, this is positive current in this load resistance is IL dash and the current in this load is IL. Okay, now let us assume the current into this is I and current in mesh number 2 is IL. This is mesh number 1, this is mesh number 2, and we have to prove that the current in this load resistance, that is IL, the current in this load resistance IL dash are same, that means both circuits are equivalent to each other. So we have to prove that IL and IL dash are same. That means both circuit in the both circuit, that means figure number 1A, figure number 1B are same. So let's mention it, figure 1A and figure 1B. We have to prove that IL is equal to IL prime. To prove this one, apply KVL in mesh 1 and KVL in mesh 2. KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law for mesh 1 and mesh 2. For mesh 1, V is equal to I R1 plus IR2 IR2, and the current in this resistance is the IL, which is flowing into this direction, that is, this is IL, that means minus IL R2. Now simplify this one. V is equal to I R1 plus R2 minus IL and R2. Equation number 1. Now apply KVL for the mesh 2. KVL for mesh 2. In mesh 2 there is no energy source, that means V is equal to 0 here. 0 is equal to the current IL, that is R3, RL and R2, and that means IL current flow into R2 plus R3 plus RL, and there is a current in the R2 which is in the opposite direction of the IL. The I current flow into this direction, that means this is minus IR2. From here you can calculate the value of the IR2 is equal to IL R2 plus R3 plus RL, and I is equal to, just divide this IL R2 plus R3 plus RL and divided by R2. Now substitute this value of I in equation 1, then you will get V is equal to, this I is equal to IL R2 plus R3 plus, okay, 1 is RL, this is RL divided by R2. This is the value of the I, and here R1 plus R2 plus R2 minus IL R2. Now multiply this equation by R2, then you will get VR2 multiply this equation by R2, then you will get VR2 is equal to IL is common, that means R2 plus R3 plus RL, and R1 plus R2 minus I2 RL, that is, this is IR2. IL R2. So this is R2 and this will be square. Now solve this one. IL, this will be R1 R2 plus R1 R3 plus R1 RL plus R2 square plus R2 R3 plus R2 RL minus R2 square. From here R2 square cancel, then it is IL R1 R2 plus R1 R3 plus R1 RL plus R2 R3 plus R2 RL. Simplify this one by taking the common term, combining the common term, that means this can be combined to each other, and here if R3 common in these two terms, then here there will be a common term, that is IL R1 R2 plus, from here this term and this term R3 is common, then it is R1 plus R2. From here RL is common, here R1 plus R2. Okay, now again R1 R2 plus R1 plus R2 common here, R1 plus R2 is common, and here you will get R3 plus RL. This will be, so this is VR2. We have to find the value of the IL, then IL is equal to VR2 divided by this whole term R1 R2 plus R1 plus R2 and R3 plus RL. If I take common R1 plus R2 from here, then we will get VR2 divided by R1 plus R2 upon R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus RL, and it can be written as IL is equal to VR2 divided by R1 plus R2 divided by R3 plus R1 R2 and R1 plus R2 plus RL. These terms can be written as, and this one. Equation number, this is equation number 3. So this is the value of the load current in the original circuit. Now we have to find the load current in the simplified circuit. The value of the IL and the ILS must be same. So now we have to calculate the value of Thevenin voltage and the Thevenin's resistance. Calculation A. Calculation of for Thevenin voltage. And this Thevenin voltage obtained by removing the load from the output and calculate the open circuit voltage, which is the Thevenin voltage. So here this is voltage source plus V, and here there is a resistance which is R1, this is R2, this is the original circuit R2, and here there is a resistance R3. Now this terminal is open. We have to find out the voltage at this point, that is VOC. This is open circuit voltage and this voltage is on the Thevenin voltage. So how to find this? According to this figure, let's the current in this resistance is I, and this current is divided into two paths. Here suppose the current is I1 and here the current is I2. Because this end is open, that means the no current flow into this path, that means the value of the I2 is equal to 0. Here from the figure it is clear that I is equal to I1 plus I2. Because this path is open, hence I2 is equal to 0. So I is equal to I1 plus 0, so that means I is equal to I1. That means there is no voltage drop across the R3, so hence the voltage at these 2 points, suppose these are the A dash and the B dash, the voltage across the terminal A dash B dash will be the same as the voltage across the point A and B. That means VAB is equal to VA dash and the B dash, and this voltage will be VOC. So we have to find out this voltage A dash B dash, and it can be find out by applying the KVL in the mesh 1, that is V is equal to I R1 plus I R2, because the I is equal to I1 are same in these two resistors are in the series. From here we can calculate the value of the I, that is I is equal to V upon R1 plus R2. Now the voltage across these two ends, that is VA dash and the V dash is equal to I into R2, that means VAB is equal to V upon R1 plus R2 into R2. So here we substitute the value of the I, that is V upon R1 plus R2. Then this voltage VAB is known as the Thevenin voltage, and we can write it, that is VTH is equal to VOC. Thevenin voltage is equal to open circuit voltage, or in this case this is VAB is equal to VA dash and the B dash is equal to V. That means we can write this value VTH is equal to VR2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is the Thevenin voltage, and this equation can be written as equation number 4. Now we have to find out the Thevenin resistance. Now calculation for Thevenin resistance. Calculation for Thevenin resistance. It is calculated by short circuiting the voltage source. If there is any voltage source, kindly note here, voltage source, if a voltage source is present in the circuit, then open it. Oh no, sorry, short circuit it. Short circuit it. That means you have to remove voltage source. Remove voltage source and short the terminals, or if there is a current source, yeah, voltage source, current source, then a open circuit it. Remove and open the terminals. So here there is a voltage source, that means we have to short the voltage source. That means here there is a voltage source, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is terminal A, this is terminal B. Now the voltage source is removed from here, and this is short circuit. That means we connect these two terminals. Now the voltage source is short circuited. If there is a current source is here, then open it. That means the current flow into this path is 0. But here the current is maximum. Now find out the resistance, which is known as the RTA. Equivalent resistance of the circuit is known as Thevenin resistance, and the value of the Thevenin resistance will be RTH is equal to, these two resistance are in parallel and this combination is in the series with the R3. So this will be R3 plus R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So this is the Thevenin resistance, and this is equation number 5. Now substitute the value of the RTH and the VTH in equation number 3, then you will get, so this is the value, that is, this is VTH and this is RTH. Now equation 3 becomes equation becomes IL is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. This is equation number 6, the value of the IL. Now from equivalent circuit, the value of the IL dash is equal to, from here you can see that the IL dash will be VTH upon RTH upon RL. That is, apply KVL in the equivalent circuit. From figure 1b we can get, that is VTH is equal to, apply KVL in the input circuit, VTH is equal to IL dash, and these resistance are in parallel, RTH plus RL. That means IL dash is equal to VTH upon RTH plus RL. This is equation number 7, and from these two equation, you can see that the value of the IL and the IL dash are same. So you can write here IL is equal to IL dash. That means figure number 1A and 1B are equivalent to each other, hence proved. Thank you.